All right, so enough of the fluffy stuff. Let's do something annoying, shall we? It's currently mid 2013, and all the rage is having songs that break down into annoying sounds that are really massive and have reverbs on them. There's not much else going on except for an annoying sound and a kick. So, because we like to be followers and not leaders in our musical journey, we are going to do the exact same thing. So, let's create a super annoying sound, shall we? Now, I'm really not sure how we're going to do this. I'm thinking we'll probably just use, we could try Ultra Beat. We can try, let's try Ultra Beat just for the heck of it. I'll load up Ultra Beat. We're only going to have one thing playing, so I'll just take the normal stereo version of it. Hey, maybe we can just use one of these toms. All right, so what I've done here is I've moved our marker to 17 just so I get something clean to play with. Actually, no, I'll keep the bass there because we'll just have kick and bass going. So I'll move the kick over, play that. Sure, why not? I'll move that one over and just gonna have that note playing. Like that. Just to keep things super simple. Yeah. Which tom is in tune here? None of them, really? Yeah. Right, there's a whole whack of things to tune. So there's the meat of it right there. So if we do down to A, come on. There we go. Now it should be in key with our, yeah. We even want to go up an octave. Yeah, why not? All right, and then this is looking like it's the attack of it. Okay, so here's the amp envelope. So let's see if we can dirty this up a bit, because currently it's just like a sine wave and not at all annoying. So I'm turning on the crush here and turning up the drive. Even clip it a bit. I don't really want that bright EQ on there. Gonna have a bit of that mid boost though. Ring mod. Oh, that's getting more annoying. All right, what else does Ultra Beat have to offer us as far as manglers? We may have to go to another plugin for this. Yeah, let's do that. All right, well, let's try something we haven't used yet. Ring shifter. You can't get some really annoying sounds with this. I don't want a really pitched or crazy one. Roof shadow. Nah. Don't want the delay. All right, we can try that. Okay, that's getting better. That's even better. Okay, so let's chuck some big reverb on there. Whoops, Logic plugins. Stick Space Designer on there, and we're gonna go for a big one. Now, is this still in key? You know what I've just done? I've just tweaked up the pitch bend here. And Ultrabeat doesn't respond to pitch bend, so much for that. So what I'm going to do now is another trick. Let's just lay this down, record it to audio, and then we'll load it into a sampler, and we can go bananas with pitch bend and all that other stuff. So I will go here, get my pencil tool, and playing a C2. There it is. I'll just draw in that note. There it is, and we'll just call this Annoyo. Annoyo. And we can do this, bounce in place. Let's call this Annoyo, and you can be in a new track. Yeah, we don't really want that. Normalize. Yeah, why not? And we'll delete. We'll leave a source. We might want to muck with it later. There we go. So now we have Annoyo. And we can actually load that straight into a sampler. So we just have to go down to convert it to sampler track and regions. Sure, why not? Okay, so now we have Annoyo 1. And Annoyo 1 is not doing anything because, right, it's triggering on C -2. Just bring it up to C2. Hello. Let's drag it up this way. In fact, I want to be able to play it in different pitches. So let's just do this. So this blue bar, as you've guessed already, represents the keys that will play the sample. As soon as I get up there, of course, it doesn't play the sample. And I've made the root note C, but it's actually an A, so I will go like that. So that way, when we're actually playing an A on the keyboard, it will be an A, and then when we're playing a C, it'll be a C. Okay, so Annoyo. Yes, save Annoyo. Close that. And we can close that, and now you can hear Annoyo responds to pitch bend. Now, let's make it a little bit bigger in this. We can turn on yeah, that's the right one. There we go. Sometimes it's the simple things. There, that sounds like a certain famous DJ that's currently playing out. Right? So let's get into it. We're not going to do something that nasty, but we'll see what we can crank up with the reverbs and whatnot on here. And we'll move the space designer over there. And actually, sorry, wrong channel. Audio 2 we don't really need anymore. That was just the one that we did the bounce in place to. So I can go select it, press delete, and then delete again. And yeah, we might as well get rid of the ultra beat. And now we will just call this Annoyo. Okay, let's stick a limiter. Actually, we might as well just stick a bit crusher on it and just limit it. Sonic Fidelity is not the name of the game today. Wow. All right. Okay, so I don't want that hideous clipping sound, because that'll be really, really nasty when it comes to the final mixdown. But I do want it a little bit. Now, what we could also try is setting up a loop. Now, probably this is not going to work, but it never hurts to try, right? So, I'm going to go to the view menu, and here we can see the sample, and this lets you numerically set the start and the end of the sample if you want to do some trimming. If you look in this window, you can see that we've got the whole sample selected and the loop brace is disabled. So if I go and enable loop here, then close this window down, double click this again. Now we should have loop marker here. Right, we don't, because by default. Oh, wow. That worked out better than I could have anticipated. Okay. Let's save that. All right, that is exactly the sound that is probably going to fit in quite nicely with this. All right, my apologies to everybody, but this is what's cool. All right, let's record some stuff, okay? Delete that. And I'm going to turn this down just so we can hear the bass and everything. And I'm going to slow this down a bit. And right. Okie dokie. So let's hear what we've got here. Now, I can't really quantize these to 16ths because I was playing. What was I? Thought I had some triplets in there, but maybe not. Let's listen. That part is solid cheeseball gold up there, but in here it gets a bit repetitive. between 22 and 24. This part's all right, but I might want to do, let's move this out of the way. And I'll just record another little bit, and then we can chop 2 bars out of it and transplant them in there. Okay, so lower that back down and start recording. Now, yeah, okay, that's what I'll use. I was looking for the right note to use that wasn't one of these A's. Musical typing. Okay, here we go. That's gonna be it. This that F to the E. To the E. All right, start it up again. Whoa. I'm in the wrong business. Okay, let's close down musical typing, and then I'll move Annoyo over there. This is that new one, and actually, this is I think this is probably better than this one. So let's chop and change them. Maybe we can use both. So first off, I'm gonna do some quantizing with this one because there were some that were a little off. That's another nice thing about playing slow is that you're usually a lot more on the beat if you've got a little bit of extra time to think ahead of about what notes you're going to play. So well, see, now I don't know because they're both, this one's kind of got a more skippy feel to it than this one does. And it's kind of jarring when you go from this first one to the second one. So I wonder if we can chop it up like this and drop 1 bar in after that, something like this. Yeah. That'll work out all right, because that's almost like a little call and response thing where you got like skippy, 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 and then on the beat, skippy, skippy, skippy. Except that sounds more like a fill. So we can put that over there. And I'll just marquee select that, drag it over. And then we'll drag one of these over as well. And hang on. Call this normal. And this one skippy. And right, skippy. You go there. Normal. You go there. Maybe we have the skippy there with that fill. Yeah, all right. All right, and then that one. Skippy and then a normal. And then we can take another skippy. and then we'll have the normal fill. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, that did not work at all. So we can go like that, replace that one. Nah, all right, we're gonna get rid of this one too. We'll have to pretty much follow the same two, and then these will be a little bit different. The fills will be different. I think that'll work out. Okay, so what I've done there is I've double dipped the compressor. I felt that the first one just wasn't smashing it enough, so I just threw another one on, and it sounds like this now. So I'm doing the old thing where you sweep up a little bit to hear the nasty frequencies and then cut them out. Now this is asking for some multi-band compression, because when we do that one, wah, 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 and it goes up there, it gets a bit piercing, and I could adjust the, now that I think about it, the key follow on the filter here, and I do that. Multi-band should usually be used as the last resort. If we can modify it at the source, that's the best solution. So I'm just going to loop up this one bit here. That's that one. That is the horrible high frequencies. So No, it's the bit crusher that is generating that. So what we could do is get the volume to lower on higher notes. See, right now I'm playing up that octave. So we can adjust the key scale. No, that's not it. Right, well, the key scale is not having the effect that I want. So let's try and just lower the note volume themselves. Okay, so what I've done is I put a limiter instead of the bit crusher. I really didn't like the nastiness that bit crusher was putting out. So I stuck a limiter beforehand, before it goes into the space designer. And then I stuck another limiter after the EQ, because the way we've got the EQ set here, we were generating some massive peaks. So I've got another limiter after that, and then a compressor that's sidechained and another sidechained compressor. So forget everything you read about in the engineering manuals, because we've just kind of broke all the rules. But it sounds, or it will sound, like I wanted it to. Okay, so now that real harshness in the top end is gone, we can boost a little bit of the highs. And I'll notice I'm still filtering off the real highs, because that's going to get really annoying. And I know annoying is the name of the game, but there's annoying, and then there's hurting your ears annoying. But really, it's the reverb that's doing most of the heavy lifting here. Okay, so I think I'm going to leave this second compressor off after we tone down the high frequencies by getting rid of the bit crusher. I didn't feel the need for it anymore. I wonder if there's something else we want to do to it. I don't think we're going to do anything right now. We'll see how it fits in the mix later on. I'll end the video here, and we'll move on.